I'm Jessica from M80 Systems, and we're making spaces a reality. We understand every space matters, whether it's an office, a conference room, a lounge, or even a hotel room. And we work with our clients to take their vision and make it a reality.
Halfa day and welcome to the GTA Experience Center here at the Camacho Landmark Center in Tamuning. We've been connecting island life for over 60 years. That's about 6 decades. That's a long time. We first started providing services, landline services, and then when we became a private company, we then started offering mobile services, broadband, and digital TV. So we're now a quad play provider. Today, GTA is reliable, vibrant, leading edge, and truly local. So what we did was we took these brand values and we created a very unique space for our customers so that they can learn about the technologies that we offer. But we also created a space for our teams so that they're more productive and more efficient.
So this project actually started in March of 2018. This was a shell of a building, and we wanted something that was unique and interactive per the requisition of the board of directors. As we took a look at this, we started to realize that we needed to slow down a little and look at industry best practices. So we went to San Francisco and looked at the Verizon store. We went to Dallas and looked at the AT&T store. We went to Las Vegas, looked at the T-Mobile store, and then we went to Florida and looked at the Sprint store. We brought those best practices back, and we started to use those in the design and development of this actual experience center. We didn't want just another retail store, we actually wanted an experience center. And we wanted it to be interactive and unique to our customers, a place where they can meet, try, buy, and experience in one place. So that's the start of this GTA Experience Center.
We wanted to have one, line of communication. So it was really important that everybody gathered together, formulated their ideas, we put down our requirements together, and then we were able to communicate with our vendors, such as our architects, our contractors, about what it is we really wanted. And so when we had all those in line, we were able to execute this project.
GTA approached Freedom Architects and asked us to create this unique space, and so just like any project, we approach it using the design process. Once we have all the requirements, we started doing a space planning, which incorporated all the spaces that they need and the concept for design, which we started with 2 spaces, top and bottom, but we wanted to connect the spaces. As a technological company, they connect people and the community, so we thought that connecting the 2 floor levels would make for better flow and circulation. At the same time, with the double volume space of the 2nd floor, we wanted to create a new space that is usable and increase the square footage that they'll be able to use. So we created the Executive Briefing Center.
Once Ina had figured out the space plan and we had done the structural calculations for how to do all of these new spaces, which were pretty intense, it was handed over to the interior design team, which I had at RIM Architects, and we had to figure out what this space was going to look like. They decided to go for sort of an urban loft look.
So as you walk into the Experience Center, the first place you walk into is their Internet of Things, or their IoT space. George, tell us a little bit about the experience you wanted to provide the community and your clients in this space.
Sure. So the design behind this Experience Center was to bring 3 things together. One is a physical space with the furniture and the openness. The second is our visual, including our digital wall. And the third is our audio. And we believe that those 3 things coming together create a unique experience that is truly local.
Chris, tell us a little bit about how you really had to drive home the design of this space.
Okay, well, we have a lot of experience with retail design, so we really felt pretty comfortable taking over this space. We kept with the palette of materials that we have throughout the space. It's urban loft, so that means low-end materials like plastic laminate, rough-hewn wood, rustic wood, and we kept to a palette black, white, and the wood tones.
So as a connectivity between the retail space on the first floor to now coming up to the second floor for your business center, tell us a little bit about how you wanted to connect these two unique spaces and the experience now you wanted to give to your business clientele.
So we really wanted to design a space to get rid of the traditional sit in a conference room doing business. We wanted to be interactive and personal and truly local. And in order to do that, we had to design the space in such a way to make it more of a one-on-one, face-to-face type meeting as opposed to sitting across from a conference table.
As we come to the second floor, we have a wide open space here with lots of rich finishes. We brought the warm tones to bring out the island feel for the space. We had some etchings. And as you see, this is the Business Solution Center where we have a slide fold partition. This one fully opens when needed so that the Business Solution Center opens to this double volume space and it becomes a multi-function space.
Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it wasn't just a design, it was really just an experience that you guys wanted to do. And, you know, like I said, being able to utilize things to have dual purposes and really being able to utilize a space for different things was very innovative and, you know, like I mentioned, really nice touches, and what a great experience for your business clients. So Sarah, this is where the work happens, and this is a unique space for Guam. I think, you know, there's not a lot of spaces where you see it like this. So tell us a little bit of what this space does and what happens here.
Okay, so basically, I'm glad you asked. So at GTA, we value not only our customers, but our employees. So we wanted to have them have a more focused environment. And we have these open hot desks, we call it, where other employees from other locations can come over, be more creative in a more quiet zone. So we wanted to have them have this opportunity. So that's what this space is for.
Tell us about these unique locker systems.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, it was a challenge to get these things in and design room and play a big picture in it. We did want to have a really good space and an extra amount of lockers so that way other people, even from, again, other locations can utilize the lockers, secure their belongings, make it more, you know, home-like, and then your private, you know, things will just be secured. So we wanted also our staff to feel comfortable knowing that their stuff is up here, secured with their own key, so it's like their second home.
Because we have such an open environment for our employees, we also wanted some, you know, little spaces where they can break away from the openness and go into something more private. Like for instance, we have a focus pod here where they could, you know, just sit one-on-one with somebody and work, you know, in a quiet environment. Or if they wanted to do, you know, have a private phone call, they can step into the phone booth and have that conversation in here, you know, just away, so they don't bother their other coworkers. Lastly, we have the quiet room is what we call it. So it's primarily for nursing mothers who need to go in and do their thing, or, you know, you could take a nap during your break, you know, whatever you want. So those are really cool, unique features that our employees can definitely take advantage of.
One of the missions was to create a really nice open concept. So you guys went with the AIS matrix systems, and a lot of people used to always go high panels, but I love how you guys have that nice line of sight. And of course, you can't ever forget your chair. It's like, right? It's a must. It's everyone's best friends. These are Ignitions by Hom, but it's one of my favorite chairs too. Very comfortable. It's very ergonomically friendly, but I think other things that you guys also had to think about was realizing how you can utilize it. I think a lot of people, I mean, you have meetings all the time with your different team members, and you have to share different information. And so one of the things that's so unique when it comes to office furniture is our filing system. And a lot of times you have these pedestal files where you just put things in. But I love how you can use it dual purpose. So one of the things, I'm gonna pull it out real quick, is you also create, yeah, no, you're good. But what this pedestal did was create a dual effect. You have a filing system, but also you have a unique space to be able to meet. So instead of having task chairs out here where now it just takes up room, you have a dual and you can use it, you can pull it out, teammates can meet with you and really have a great conversation, and you guys can be really productive in this space. So. This is your Executive Briefing Center, EBC. It is a gorgeous space. Your conference table bay, AIS Calibrate, is a 20-foot conference table. There is a lot of great ideas I can imagine that comes from this space. Tell us a little bit about what happens here.
Yeah, well, it's the Executive Briefing Center. It's actually a multi-purpose room. We use it for business meetings. We use it for our board meetings. We use it for employee meetings. We also use it for community meetings as well. We've added technology to 2 screens so you can get angles so you can see the presentations on both screens, kind of multicast, so you don't have to turn your neck. So we try to make it as comfortable as possible and as open and engaging as possible for our customers.
So M80 being in business for over 25 years, we've had the luxury of building a portfolio of suppliers from range A to range Z. And with that, we were very fortunate to have that portfolio because this particular project was unique in itself. Most projects we generally bring in about 2 to 3 different suppliers, but for this particular project we used about 12 to 13 different suppliers. And with that brings a lot of different inherent challenges between coordinating fabrics, colors, textures, and even just getting a nice look from space to space. So this was definitely an experience, not just for the customer in the end, but also for us on the back side of the house, right? So this was truly an experience that we're very proud of, and take a look.
No, and one of the things that we love is, you know, this definitely, as you walk into the Experience Center, it really is an experience on a different level. You know, the journey was an experience, and we loved being part of this journey, working with our partners here at GTA and RIM Architects, and just really creating a space that cohesively came together. And we absolutely loved how it turned out, and it really provided a really nice space for the community, for their customers, and true Experience Center. And we love being part of that. It was a great journey of making this space a reality.